Chargers offense performance. Chargers offense put up a mixed performance against the Giants, leaning heavily on a dominant rushing attack while struggling in the passing game. A pass-heavy approach, 43 passes, 76.8% pass rate, but generated only 18 points, PPG 18.0. Overall, they gained 338 yards, YPG 338.0 at 6.0 yards per play, YPP 6.0, scoring 2 touchdowns, TD 2.2. However, the efficiency was poor with a negative expected points added per play, EPA per play negative 0.29, indicating the offense underperformed relative to expectations. Time to throw, TTT, 2.63 seconds. Quarterback pressures, QBP, 21, 47.7% pressure rate, QBP percent. Sacks, 2, 4.7%, sack rate. Passing offense. The passing game was inefficient at just 4.3 yards per pass. They scored 1 passing touchdown but posted a poor EPA/pass of negative 0.61, suggesting plays lost value on average. The quarterback faced significant pressure, QBP, 21, 47.7%, with a time to pressure, TTP, of 2.25 seconds and a blitz percent, of 34.9%. Play action was used sparingly, PA percent, 18.6%. Receivers gained 80 yards after catch, but this was 5 yards below expected, Yasoi, -5, with tight coverage, average SEP, 2.9 yards average target separation. Rushing offense. The run game was the standout, exploding for 152 rushing yards. Rush YPG, 152.0 at an elite 11.7 yards per rush. Rush YPP, 11.7, and a strong EPA/rush of plus 0.77. They scored 1 rushing touchdown with 4 runs of 10-plus yards, 10-plus yards 4, and a low stuffed rate, stuffed percent, 7.7%. Success rate was high, success percent, 61.5%, with plus 110 rushing yards over expected, RYOE, plus 110, or plus 8.5 per attempt, RYOE/at, plus 8.5. Ball carriers averaged 4.80 yards before contact, YBCO at, and 6.89 after, YACO at, benefiting from outside runs. Out percent, 76.9% against mostly light boxes, light percent, 53.8%, and few stacked fronts, stacked percent, 7.7%. Inside runs were less frequent, in percent, 23.1%. In summary, the Chargers' offense relied on explosive rushing to move the ball, but was hampered by ineffective passing under pressure, leading to suboptimal scoring despite solid yardage. This suggests the Giants' defense was stout against the pass but vulnerable on the ground. The team's receiving corps displayed varied performances. Quentyn Johnston topped the charts with 13 targets, securing 8 receptions for 98 yards and 1 touchdown. Averaging 12.3 yards per reception, wide rec, with a 61.5% catch percent, and 13 yards after catch, YAC. Keenan Allen had 7 touchdowns, 5 receptions, 37 yards, 0 touchdowns, a 7.4 yards per reception, 71.4% catch percent, and 9 YAC. Running back, RB, Omarian Hampton, recorded 5 TGTs, 5 rec, 37 YDs, 0 TD, 7.4 yards per reception, 100% catch percentage, and 43 yards after catch. Tight end TE, Oranda Gadsden 2, GS0, had 3 TGTS, 2 REC, 16 YDS, 0 TD, 8.0 YD per REC, 66.7% catch percent, and 2 YAC. Ladd McConkey, a starting WR, GS1, managed 6 TGDs, but only 1 rec for 11 yards, 0 touchdowns, 11.0 yards per reception, 16.7% catch percentage, and 5 yards after catch. T.E. Tyler Conklin and Scott Matlock each had 1 TGIT and 1 rec, with Conklin gaining 3 wides, 3.0 wide per rec, 100% catch percent, 100% catch percent, 7 YAC, and Matlock gaining 1 YD, 1.0 wide per reception, 100% catch percentage, 1 YAC. In terms of next-gen stats, NGS advanced metrics, Johnston excelled with a plus 11.6% catch rate over expected, CROE, plus 1.7 receiving expected points added, REC EPA, plus 0.13 EPA per target, EPA/TGT, minus 0.9 yards after catch over expected, YACOE, 11.3 air yards per target, AV/TGT, 2.0 average target separation, average, September, 23.1% deep target percentage, deep percent, and 23.1% targeted, while wide open percentage, TW percent. Gadsden 2 had negative 3.1% CROE, plus 0.6 RECEPA, negative 0.20 EPA/TGT, 0 YACOE, 5.6 AV/TGT, 2.7 average, September 0% deep percent, and 0% TW percent. Allen showed plus 17.6% CROE, minus 0.1 REC EPA, minus 0.02 EPA per TGT, 0 YACOE, 4.7 AV per TGT, 1.5 average September, 0% deep percent, and 42.9% TW percent. Hampton posted plus 13.1% CROE, minus 0.2 RECEPA, minus 0.04 EPA/TGT, plus 1 YACOE, minus 1.2 AV/TGT, 6.3 average September, 0%, deep percent, and 0% TW percent. McConkey had minus 41.8% CROE, minus 11.5 REC EPA, minus 1.91 EPA per target, minus 3.0 YACOE, 7.7 AV per target, 3.7 average September, 0%, deep percent, and 33.3% TW percent. The Chargers' overall team offense accumulating 338 net yards. They gained 80 team yards after catch, YAC, scored 2 offensive touchdowns, but were hampered by 2 turnovers, both interceptions, and 14 penalties. The sack percentage allowed, sack percent, was 4.7%, 2 sacks on 43 dropbacks, with 42% third down conversions and 0% fourth down conversions. Omarian Hampton, running back. As rookie had a standout debut with 12 attempts for 128 yards, 10.7 yards per carry, including 1 rushing touchdown. His rushing yards over expected plus 96 and rushing yards over expected per attempt plus 8.0 indicate he significantly outperformed expectations, gaining far more yards than predicted based on blocker/defender positions. High rush success rate, 58.3%, shows over half his carries kept the offense on schedule, positive expected points added. He also had strong yards after contact, 90, and explosive runs, 3 at 10 plus yard runs, 4 at carries, reaching a top speed of 15 plus miles per hour, 1 at carries reaching a top speed of 20 plus miles per hour, with a low rushing efficiency, negative 0.4, suggesting efficient downhill running. Inside run rate, 25.0%, and stacked box carry rate, 8.3%, imply he faced lighter boxes at times. Omarian Hampton, exceptional performance, was only expected to gain 32 yards, XRY, resulting in plus 96 RYOE, meaning he outperformed expectations by 96 yards due to factors like breaking tackles or evading defenders. His plus 8.0 RYOE/ATT is elite, and 58.3% success rate shows over half his carries kept the offense on schedule, positive EPA. Low stacked box rate, 8.3%, suggests the Giants didn't load up against the run often, allowing him to exploit gaps. Inside run rate 25% indicates a mix of inside-outside carries. Omarian Hampton averaged 3.0 runs of 10-plus yards, reached 15-plus miles per hour on 4 carries, showing burst, and 20-plus miles per hour once, elite speed. 89.6 YACO/G means most of his yards came after contact. 7.5 YACO/ATT, indicating strong contact balance and vision. No fumbles. Team's total rushing attempts, 42, and yards, 161.0 yards per game from the team's summary image, likely offensive totals. This seems to be offensive stats, given columns like PPG for points scored and higher YPG being positive, but with some defensive elements in the tabs. The team ran the ball 42 times, 60.9% of plays, gaining 161 rushing yards at 3.8 YPP with negative EPA/rush, negative 0.08, indicating slightly below expectation efficiency overall. They scored 21 points, gained 250 total yards, and had 2 touchdowns. The defense forced 10 quarterback pressures, 33.3% rate, but allowed 42 run plays. Justin Herbert, his single run was a 10-plus yard gainer reaching 15-plus miles per hour, adding plus 3